You guys are ready.
I'm ready.
All right, we're going to call the meeting to order. Start the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. We'll do Mike's here. He's got some other activities this evening, so we'll try to get Mike out of here. And we're going to start with an amendment to the engineer's agreement. And I don't know if you guys got that in your packet. So it looks like this. Okay?
Like this, just one sheet of paper.
That's for Mike. That's for the labor standards. Yeah, it should look like it's got some X's on it.
Oh, well, I didn't get that.
Okay. Don't have it. Well,
To the last page.
that's part of that's the second part of this. All right. So basically, what this agreement is for additional services to be performed by the engineer. After part of it's for the expenditures of the contingency funds that we're going to have left over. So part of that cost is for that, modifications to the services of the engineer, modifications of the payment to the engineer, and modification to time committed for services. And some of this is, they're going to have an employee, they've had an employee here the whole time, full time. So they're going to shift him over to a part-time here and there as needed. So part of it's going to be for that. But what Fleece and Vanderbrink's asking for is a modification of $76,000 to their contract with us. And that's for the engineer services.
They're adjusted as 77.
77.
Yeah. I don't know what this is. This is amendment to the grant.
Yeah.
Come on, Peter.
Well, that's for Mike. So Mike's part of this right here because what Mike falls under is the labor standards portion of this. Let's just go through it. Go ahead.
So the engineer has somebody on site make sure that it's installed correctly. It sounds like it's not really going down to part-time.
Mike, you want to grab that mic and speak in? That way everybody can hear you. Excellent. On the video.
Perfect. So the engineer's amendment is for additional RPR services. That's resident project representative. That's somebody on site making sure things are done right, making sure things are following specs the contractor is. It sounds like in your conversations with Lori, they're willing to go down to part-time to accommodate that. It's my understanding this is going to go on through September of 2026, listed there at the bottom. So the project was originally going to be done April-ish timeline was the original construction contract. It's extended now until September, but there's additional costs. They didn't budget for that in the beginning. So that's what that amendment's for in the amount of $76,000, and that is for your engineer.
Right.
Then you have an amendment from me that looks like this. It's just a one-pager. Go ahead, Sharon.
Can you give me?
That's it right there, Jess. Yeah, go.
I got this.
There's the first one, Lori.
And this is for Mike's.
So the second-
keeping up with the latest.
So this is labor standards. So as part of your SRF loan, somebody's got to continue to check the certified payrolls weekly to make sure everybody's being paid correctly. We do have the OPRA grant that we've got to stay in compliance with. In addition, this project is unique in that we got a lot of grant money. We've got OPRA grant money, we've got SRF-led service line grant money, we've got SRF regular money. And it makes filling out the disbursement forms very complicated every month because only certain things can pay for certain things. Sharon's been doing a phenomenal job at trying to keep track of all the buckets, but I think a second set of eyes would help just because with State Board of Accounts, they always want to see redundancy and stuff like that. Sharon, I don't know if you want to add anything to that, but
Everything.
So I think Joe had previously talked to you. My amendment is two parts. One is to help Sharon take over the disbursement reporting. So that way I can fill out the forms, I'll get them back, and then I'll ensure everything gets submitted so everybody gets paid and it's paid out of the right buckets. The second thing is from April, so I'm sorry, the first thing is through November. So that's different than the timing the engineer gave you. The engineer said they're going to have somebody on site through September. That is correct. I put November intentionally here because once we're done, if we have to order parts, you're going to need an SRF form filled out. So I gave us a couple extra months. I've done this for 10 years now. You think it's going to be done in September, it usually goes a little long. So that does say through November for that first part for the disbursements. Then the required labor standards, that's through September. It doesn't specifically say that, but right now the project completion is September. That's $6,000 to continue to do all that paperwork required for that. So my amendment is for a total of $11,000.
Well, September is supposed to be for the extras, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so
It'll be different stuff, but we're doing the extra.
Yeah, it's got all the lines and all that, yeah.
So Joe, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think we had some contingency money and stuff remaining. We're starting to
Yeah.
spend that. And
Yes.
because of that, it's creating these additional requirements that we didn't have, or else this would have been in my original scope.
That's exactly right. Yeah.
We did check the budget, and I know Joe had a copy of that contingency email. There is,
Yep.
these both will be paid out of the SRF funds. My fees for the grant, the first $66,000, were all paid for out of the grant funds. I just, again, it's making sure everything gets out of the right bucket. So this would then come out of the SRF contingency bucket.
Yep. Don't pay for about the project.
I'm fine with that.
Okay. Get a motion to approve Mike for the 11,000, for his portion of the labor standards. We'll also need a motion to approve the engineer's RPR services of 76,000 for the remaining portion of the project.
I'll make a motion to approve both of them.
I'll second that.
All in favor? Say aye.
Aye.
And our contingency that we had left was 462,000. Of course, we had to raise the vault. That was 7,000. The tie-in, we did a tie-in. It was additional 13,000, and we had a change order 3, which I think is in front of us this evening.
Are we also getting money back from returning some of the material?
Yeah. We will be getting approximately 165,000 back from materials that will return left over on the project. Approximately.
Is that all from Mike? Is that all?
Is that all for you, Mike?
Give me that. I'll tear down if you sign one and keep one, and I'll take the other with me.
Council want to make a motion to give me permission to sign this agreement?
I make a motion.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Mike?
So Karen, here's a copy of the file. Just take with me and get back to you. And this is the engineering agreement.
Yep. All right. All right, Mike, thanks.
Thank you.
Scott, you want to go ahead? Scott was utility spot. You guys remember Scott?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, hello again, everybody. Scott Dunlap with Utility Supply Company. Wanted to stop in again because we've been in a marriage for 20 years, and now I'm hearing rumblings of like the big D's being talked about. Somebody's taking a divorce word. It's almost like I'm here to fight for our marriage back here. So I want to make sure. I just want to lay it all out to you. I know we do Neptune meters. That's what you guys currently have. We're a small family-owned business. We've been working with your utility for 30 years. You've had our meters for nearly 20 years. And we see this as a marriage. We're a small town. Your salesman, Brian, lives just right down the street in Trafalgar. I live just on the north side of Indy. Ben, your other meter guy, lives on the north side of Indy. Stephanie lives on the south side. We've been here every step of the way for your utility, hands down. Anything you've needed, I personally trained the last 2, if not 3 clerks. Every superintendent that's come in, I've trained. We've all been here for you guys, and we don't charge you another dime for that. That is just how we treat our customers. And I want you to know, if we're selling you something, it is a relationship. This isn't just a sale for us, and that's why I'm here tonight. This isn't just a sale. I'm not selling you meters and running off back to Colorado like somebody might. And Metron people. We've been here every step of the way. Like I said, this is a partnership. We've got more than 225 customers throughout the state of Indiana that have some form of our meters. The Metron systems, they have reference to 8 meter systems in the state of Indiana. I just want to bring this up. I'm not trying to negative sell. I'm just going to give you guys all of my points. We're the best in the business. We show up when you ask us to. And I think that says a lot. I think that you see a dollar amount difference. I think I would urge you to just consider the other part of this, that it's not always about that dollar amount. It's about when you call, who's going to answer and help you out with a billing problem. And I'm not even a billing company. We're here to help you guys every step of the way. We've already integrated. We've already got all that stuff set up in the billing system. If you do end up making a change, it's going to be a big change. It's not only just the meter for changing out, it's going to be training, it's going to be, who's going to be that one that's going to drive the project to take that billing transfer file and then run it into my software. Oh, there's errors. Let me fix those errors for you. Oh, back and forth, because it's a big back and forth process to do all of that. And I know that because I've transitioned dozens and dozens and dozens of utilities. When it comes to the Metron, they're pushing cellular. My solution is to put an antenna on the tower to collect all the existing meters that you currently have, and then you can change out at your leisure. You've got 130 meters, about a third of your system. That is our newer style. That's our newer meter. It's not the ultrasonic meter that you guys want to ultimately go to. But you've already purchased these meters, they're already in the system. So a third of your system's already the new stuff. All of our meters are compatible with that tower, so even if it's an old style meter and it's almost 20 years old, it can still hit the tower. Granted, it may not have as strong of a signal as our newer meters do, but it's still compatible with everything we got out in the system right now. You're a one collector town. We're going to be reading 100% of your meters once we do get everything all switched out. I think we're going to do really good right off the bat just by putting that tower up. You're going to be getting AMI data immediately in a software that Becky already knows, that Brad is learning, but it's something that fire points. We still need just more training, but you've got good people that know how to use it. So that's the big part of it. And with cellular, there are limits on cellular. Neptune Cellular is a 10-year solution. It's a 10-year thing. And there's not a cell company out there that's going to say, hey, we're going to give you a 20-year cellular card in your meter. That's not going to happen. So that would be one question that you need to ask Metron before you guys go diving full in there. What are they actually, what is that? Yes, it's a 20-year battery. All meters, that's industry standard. We all use the same battery. But what is that cellular? When is it going to be end of life? Because that's one thing that you put our tower up, there is no end of life. I've got towers up that are nearly 15 years old. I'm here to service them. I'll be there to help, lightning strike, things like that. Power goes out. I don't just call away. We've got a meter team here in the state that is going to fix your issues immediately versus, I'll call the 1-800 number and they'll get to you. That's not how we operate. So, let's see here. You guys know where Metron's made, where they're manufactured? Made in France. It's a European meter. Not saying anything bad against the French, but we're a 100% American-made meter. It's a bronze body meter. It's a no-lead bronze body meter. The meters that they're selling are plastic. You hold them side by side, you can feel which one is a quality product that's going to last you 20 years versus something that's not going to say anything about their failure rate. Yeah, do you know the failure rate? Neptune's about 1 in 300 failure rate. Pretty darn good in the industry. It's actually the best in the industry. When we're talking about the ultrasonic meters, one of the things you like about the ultrasonic, being able to track every little bit of water that's going through that meter, right? That's a big part of it. Well, how often does that Metron meter actually sample the water? There's transducers in there that bound ultrasonic frequency back and forth to measure the flow of water. Neptune does it 14 times a second. That's the best in the industry. I don't know. I can't find what Metron is. They don't post it on there. So is it 1 time every 4 seconds, like some of our competitors, where it's 1 time every 4 seconds? There's a lot of water that can be flowing through there, and a lot of different flow rates that can be happening. We're continually sampling. So that's one thing. If you want the most accurate meter you could get, it's sample rate for an ultrasonic meter. So just keep that in mind when you guys are making your final decision. Again, we're all domestic. We're all American made. They mold all their own plastic. We have our own foundry. We are controlling all of that and are able to give the highest quality product to our customers. And I think the biggest thing is we slap that tower up. You don't have to change anything. You're just getting AMI reads immediately. So you can start reaping benefits from that. In fact, next week, because I've got my installers in town, I've already told them, Paul's on Morgantown. I'm not doing anything yet. I haven't fully made that decision. But if you want to do it, they're going to be in town. We can make it happen. So we can have this stuff up and running by next week. And then you can have the leisure to change out your meters as one. You want to buy all at once, do them all at once? Great, go for that. But we're allowing you the option to space it out over a couple of years. So in 20 years, or 10 with Metron, the cellular's not going to last that long. You got to be changing out again. So, and in 20 years, instead of doing it all at once, you can space it out for 3 years and be able to budget a little bit better for down the road. Granted, some of you may not be here in 20 years, so you may not be sitting behind that desk. So, but again, that's kind of my spiel, and that's my love letter to we've had a great relationship, and I want to keep it that way. That's why I'm here tonight. So that's my piece. I spoke it, and do you guys have any questions? All the software, we've got leak detection, we've got all the fancy bells and whistles. It's all in there. It's just a matter of putting that tower up and collecting all that data so we can then flag for leaks and things like that. So, you guys have any questions about it? Anything like that?
One of my thoughts about what I like about Metron is that it is customer friendly. Like, they kind of push that. I like that.
Yes.
And with the new generation we have, I know you had mentioned that a lot of people, they'll use it a couple of times, then it falls off, but you still got that option to set alerts if you have leaks for the customer. And that I know that speaking with them, we could even have an ordinance that, if you have to sign up for that, and if there is a leak and you don't take care of it, you're not going to get a credit. Right.
Sure. We did go to bat for you guys and we talked to Neptune, and on the quote there is it is a fee. It's $1,500 annual fee for the customer portal. So you guys have a customer portal. It's all set up, ready to go, and it wouldn't be worth anything right now, but it is actually live on the system. We can't log into the customer portal. you just aren't seeing the AMI live data, so you're only getting a monthly read on it. That's all you're seeing. But the customer portal is set up, and all we have to do is turn it on. Like it's there and available, and it is a fee. I know they roll everything in, and it's free, or however they present that to you. We have that same option. So if it is there, it does cost a little bit versus they bake it into the entire cost of the meter. But it's, so I think we have what you're looking for and can do the exact same thing. So just a matter of, it does get down to dollars and cents, but when we're talking about who's going to be here to support you, we are here not only just for the meter stuff, but Brian has countless times, grab, you guys have a leak, you have anything that needs done, he is here, he runs our shop, he'll grab it and bring it to you. That's the level of service that we provide.
He does that.
Yep.
I mean, I call Brian now and say, my first.
Yep. And that's just because we're a family-owned business. We're not a corporation just selling stuff. Good luck. This is a partnership. It's a relationship that we intend to have for another 20 years in perpetuity. Like, there's no reason we shouldn't be able to do this. And yes, our price might be a little higher, but I think you need to look at the cost of that Metron. I can almost guarantee you there's not going to be. You're going to have to replace those meters twice in the one time you buy our meters because of that cellular. That's the only option they've got is that cellular. So that would be something to just consider when you're talking to the Metron people and find that out for you. And it's obviously, this is your decision, but I want to make sure you guys are doing your due diligence to have all the information you need to make the correct decision. So, and the correct decision, obviously. So that's my, any other questions? Or do you have any other?
Do y'all have the meter for the hydrants?
Yes, fire hydrant meter, absolutely. So we have, we actually, we do a lot of creative stuff. We've actually built what's called a meter defense box, and it's it uses one of our ultrasonic Mach 10 meters, a 2-inch meter that we have in a sealed box, and you can have whatever radio you want on it. So you can put our radio on it that'll call into the towers. And so we do have a meter that you can give to a contractor, and you're able to check that just like you would your normal meters that are getting called in through the tower. So yes, we have that option for sure.
What is your monthly fee?
But we don't have it's an annual fee.
Annual fee. 30.
It's $3,800.
3,800.
That's
annual.
That's annual. There's $1,500 for the customer portal.
In addition to the 30.
Correct. We're not transparent about this. Buying a relationship like this, so.
So where was the big difference going to come in? Do you know?
Well, the upfront cost, but with after we do pretty much everything that's in that project, but we don't have a whole lot to pay. It'll be like 180-some thousand, like 182. Yeah.
182.
Yeah.
And that's where spacing your change out can help you guys in that aspect.
I'm not against doing some this year, doing some in a couple of years.
Yeah.
The reason why that is like we discussed before, put a brand new system right now with every one of them. In the next 15 years, the next people will be screwed.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't have it money to throw at it.
Right.
Because the whole system
Well,
crashes again in 15
You're supposed to use that time period to get the money.
Yes, no, I agree.
But what utility actually does that?
But you know what, like, switching out every couple of years probably would have.
Yeah.
I don't know, Joe, you guys are over me on that.
Well, I think what we do is take it under consideration, Scott, and
Please do. I think
have to
you're.
have a special meeting to discuss it.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Trying to think about it.
Go ahead, Becky.
We did 10 test meetings
Yep,
right off the bat. 4 of them did not.
right. Two of them still ain't ready.
2 of them are not real. The antennas were changed.
That's right.
They're still not.
Yep.
So that's a concern for me.
That concerns me too.
The antennas. And never to say that. I think we just need a new antenna. But or maybe it's sometimes you get an antenna that just won't pick up reading. And I said, how often does that happen? He said, well, I don't have statistics. But then he said, and you can always charge the customer to change an antenna. And I was thinking, different. Charge our customers right there because their antenna is not reading.
Yeah.
It's not picking up.
Yeah. Sometimes they do get hit by mowers.
Yeah, he's right in the damage antenna.
That's right. Some of them are a lot more. Yeah.
So that's a concern for me right there. Another concern is that Neptune, I mean, the company is, they're local. Around Canadian, one of the farms.
Yeah, got the Fowler, Martinsville, and North.
And that company is all it. It's 2 hour time. If I come in at 8 o'clock in the morning, we've got a problem with our meters. I can't even get in touch with them until 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
So that can.
It's a really nice selling feature. Thank you. I'll talk that way.
And I'm not trying to sell them, we call.
Yeah. One of the things is, how, and it's just kind of, it scares me to be going to a company that's out of state, and we need help, and I can't even get in touch with them for 2 hours. I can call Scott, or
Stephanie,
and they can be here with it, not just answer the phone, they can be here. So that's change meters, but it's just 10 meters right off that. And we're getting ready. Had to change the antenna from 2, we're going to have to change it. So on. It's a red flag.
So, we were told that a lot of times you guys put a system in, put an antenna in, and then don't quite reach, and that you guys will charge to come and add an additional antenna.
I mean, there are some instances. That's one of our other competitors out there. They do that. They do a mesh net where they have these receivers that aren't powerful as our receiver is. And so they'll do, we'll put up 2, but you're actually going to need 8. So we don't do that. I've got the propagation study right here that shows exactly how the system will read. Everything in green is going to be, everything in green is a daily read, guaranteed to get a daily read. Anything in yellow is marginal. So you guys are a one collection town I've ever seen. Good again. So, and that's with your existing meters and systems too. I mean, granted, you're going to have some that still have antennas that are fine for drive by, but they're just not hitting the tower. And those are the ones we need to pursue. Put this up, let's let it run for 2 weeks, and then I've got my list of there's 30 meters that haven't hit the tower in 3 days. Let's go out and change them. And that's how you can approach this. And go, if you wanted to do, like, still got contingency money, we want to buy bulk of the meters, and then right before, we'll be able to hold your price for at least 6 months, if not a year. And then at the end of that, if we still have money, we can buy more meters with it. However we need to roll this, we're happy to do it. And if you want to get, say, delivered, if you commit to buying 100 meters within a year, I'll split those up if you want, 10 a month. Or if you want to, front load them in the summertime and do a bunch of them. As long as you get to 100 meters, I can hold that price.
How much is the 100 meters? How much is the tower?
The tower is,
It's been a while since.
so it's 20 grand for the tower. So, on your quote right here, the first line item, that is the tower, 20 grand. Install is 16 grand. And then 1,500 for the
So close to 40.
36,000, that tower will be up and online, bringing you main leads. If you chose to do that. I'm not here to rush you. We can schedule it anytime. I don't intend to rush you. I've already told them, like, maybe if I get lucky, we can do the install. But, yeah, we can schedule it anytime. They're fast. They'll do it in one day. And I'll come down the next day and make sure everything is falling in, and that's that. You guys are an mainline system just like that. Because Neptune is migrated, forward migrate you, just like we have in the past, from touch read to then radio read handhelds, now the drive-by reads, and now the next step is just put the tower up and it's going to collect. We're going to get 100% reads. Once we get all of the meters that are new style meters, it will be 100% read rate.
What other companies do you guys work with as far as, sending the information over for billing? Who else do you work with?
Any billing system out there, we can work with. CUSI, obviously Keystone, Voice, SSI, Cubic. We haven't found one we can't work with, so that's, and again, I'm sure BSNA is knocking on your door telling you guys, or Keystone's like, hey, you guys need to change if you haven't done that already. But they're upgrading their software, and they're going to force you into that here sooner than later.
And we'll be doing this like we're doing with you
Yes,
too. So unfortunately.
we can work with anybody. There hasn't been a file that we can't work. You've got Ben, you've got Steph. We're the ones who are going to be there. That's a lot of my day is sitting on emails. Hey, I ran your file and you got 3 errors. You need to fix these errors. The billing system that fix the errors. Come right back to me. All right, we got a good test file. We're good to go. So we're here every step of the way, and that's unique in this industry.
So what was it going to cost to do if we got all new meters? And that was kind of another concern of mine. Like,
Well, that was a similar price. So the price of the meters is about the same, about $140,000.
Right.
151 with the servers, and 37 you're looking at.
This is
$200,000.
total for all. That if you were to buy 1 meter off the shelf, so that cost.
Yeah.
But then there's 130 of them that don't need to be changed out. So this number might be that.
so with the ones that don't need to be changed out right now, they would still, with the customer portal, they would still be able to get alerts and not the same thing.
All the same, everything. It's just a mechanical meter and not the new thing we call sonic. So it's still a great meter. The thing is with that mechanical meter, over about 7, 8, 9 years, it's going to start slowing down. And that's probably where some of your water loss is.
Right.
Is those mechanical meters, and that was the technology. It still works great, but you will see anywhere from 3 to 30% coming back into the mechanical. You're going to notice that right away once you do change out the old. But those meters integrate just fine with with everything. So and all radios are the same. My system doesn't care about what radio it is. We're talking about the base meter, ultrasonic, which is that the no moving parts meter versus the mechanical. But it all integrates all the same. And again, we're here every step of the way. If you got something that's gone wrong or needs fixed, that's why you call me.
We can change half the system with the tower. compared to West Metro? How much sells it?
145.
That's what fun is that?
Yeah, and the cellular, I don't know, but I couldn't find that on anywhere on Metron's website. Neptune, and we've got the best cellular out there. We've got a multi-carrier that does AT&T, Verizon, FirstNet, and T-Mobile all built into one. We've got a contract with them. They won't do a contract over 10 years on our product. So I can almost guarantee you that Metron can say, hey, 10 years.
It is.
So you're going to be paying double. You're at the end of that 10 years, it'll switch off. And you're going to be manually reading those meters at the end of 10 years or switch them out again. Versus us, we're collecting through that tower. There's no end of life. Once the battery dies, then you change the meter out. And Neptune also gives you a guarantee on the accuracy of that meter for the 20-year life of the meter. So with that, I mean, it's something that it's a lot to consider, but you're going to be changing out their meters twice in the time that you do ours once. So if we want to talk savings, there you go, right? Right, any other questions?
I don't.
Got the number. Call if you have any more questions. Got any emails? Becky's got my information too. Shoot me email, text, call, however you want to. And again, we're here. Thank you all very much for the time. I do really appreciate you letting me come back and speak my piece. Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's go.
Drinking water project. Brad, where's they at on that drinking water project? They're pretty well done with, they got a few more
We have probably another
service lines,
We have-
5.
week, then we'll be off to new service lines we get.
Yeah. So they're putting in some hydrants right now, and
5 left, I believe, in there.
yeah. They'll be done, then they're gonna start on the service lines, which, you know, let's talk about those service lines for a minute. They're gonna go ahead and start replacing 20 of the service lines, with the contingency money. There's 65. I made a list, I went through all the drawings, I made a list of 65 that I could find that have not been replaced since 2002, that wasn't part of this project or another project. So I found 65 of them, and the total cost on that is about $241,000 to have all those service lines replaced.
That's 37. 37.
And that's going to be the high number, because if they can pull those lines, you know, they don't have to dig the whole ditch, they ain't got to put all the gravel back, they ain't got to pave all the road, it's going to be less than that. So it would be nice if the council would approve the replacement of those 65 lines at up to amount 241. Let me look up that again. Oh my God.
Yeah, I've been riding, bringing the sun oil. We have to pull them.
That way
Half the cost.
we could
So they're going to set that against.
go ahead and get that started. Let's see. Here it is. $241,619.93. That's for an additional 65 service lines. Some of them on Walnut Street, Poplar Street, East Street, Mulberry Street,
Middle Street.
Middle Street,
Let's start on the middle.
Grant Street, Morton Street. So they're spread out over town. And mostly it's the whole street. It's just about the whole street we're doing.
We're not going to start in the middle, right? Because that's what we'll have set up.
Yeah, yeah. They're going to start with 20 of them. I'd like for the council to go ahead and approve all 65. So, you guys, at a cost of not to exceed 241,619. And we're going to try and negotiate with them and get that down. And it all comes out of contingency fund.
Mhm. And that could cut down too on some of the complaints that
Oh, yeah.
it would, it's from the town's side of it.
Yeah, job is to get rid of all the old iron pipes. That is the object.
Yeah.
And of course, we'll find some here and there as life goes on. We'll replace those as we go, like we've been doing.
Well, I'll make a motion that we approve the 65 lines up to $241,619.93.
I'll second that.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
So after that and change orders and everything, we should have approximately $182,560.69 left in contingency.
$182,560.69. And that's what we're going to have to buy our meters?
Yeah, well, yeah, that's what, and there's still some things we really could do. So that's another good thing Scott came back in because we need to get the tower cleaned. It's not been cleaned since we put it in, we've been putting not the best water in the world in there. So we need to get that cleaned. And it'd be nice to add a mixer in there since, the water, that'll keep us from having to fluctuate the tower level so much. We'll still have to fluctuate the tower level, so that the water don't get stagnant in the tower because it goes up there to the tower and right into distribution. So we've got to cycle the tower, and that'll help keep that mixed. And I don't know what the cost is on those yet, but I don't think they're that expensive.
What I was going to do is the mixer of that at the same time as we switch out the new water.
Yes.
Tower. We can drain the tower, take it offline, flush the system while they're doing that. When they was done.
And when we flush it, and when we drain that tower, we're going to try to do some hydrant testing, and that'll help with our ISO rating as well. So we get all that records updated.
That's good.
So that's basically the rest of that drinking project. Status on the loan with the vac truck. I think we just got to get a few more pieces of paper to the bank. I'll be working with Sharon this week on getting that done, and we're ready to go. And then with the loan up there for the building, he just needs a copy of the minutes from last month. We'll approve, and then we can get those over to him, and that's going to be going. Lagoon issues and sludge removal, things could have worked better for us, so. It's looking good out there. As far as the sludge goes,
Enzymes in there,
it's doing its job. So that's good. As far as the aeration system goes, they kind of dropped the ball on us, and I had to give a little reminder to Lisa Vansbrink, and hopefully they got that paperwork in order, send it to SRF so we can get approved, because it still takes another month and a half to get the equipment built to get it out here, and then we got to put it together.
we got four pads in there.
We got to pour a pad and put all the equipment together. So, kind of got the ball dropped on us there a little bit. I was waiting on SRF approval. They said it would take up to a month, and I did a little checkup on it, and it didn't happen. So, triple point? Yeah. No, that's something different. Yeah, that's something different. Yeah, that's something different. And we do need to approve a purchase of a hydrant meter. I thought we did. I thought we approved
You
it.
guys have it approved.
We didn't approve it. What was that, $1,400?
Right at $1,400 to $1,500. It's through Wellers. They're a different company, utility. But price utility, they're about $1,000 cheaper with Wellers. So.
Is it?
Where's that going?
Well, what that is for is people who need to get water out of our hydrants. That way we can immediately.
Oh, the
when
one
they
meter,
purchase.
yeah,
And also,
Yeah.
regular flushes.
yeah,
Calculate.
Yeah, how much
yeah,
water.
yeah. I got in the way of that. Brad explained that to me after the meeting.
Yeah, right
So,
now,
yeah.
we're guessing at that on the water loss, and I'd say that's a pretty big guess.
Yeah.
For what we're probably actually using.
This way, every time we have our logs, everyone knows exactly what we're using, so we can see what we're actually using ourselves and what's going on the ground without us knowing. It's going to help us track, so.
Yeah.
So we just need to make a motion for that, to buy that?
Yeah,
I'll make a motion that we purchase that.
How much was it, Brad?
right around 15, let's say 1,500.
I'll second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right, the smoke test. Doug is on vacation, and he won't be back till the 17th, but as soon as he gets back, we're going to get that scheduled because we are about 30 days behind on that. But we've been waiting on the rain. It don't do no good to go with the wait around, so. Improvements to the room here for sound. I talked to the guy. He's going to do some homework on it, but he recommends everybody just to talk into the mic, and it should work really good. So we're going to try that for a meeting. Community Crossings grant, $266,000 was the portion we got from the state. Our portion was $66,625. That project's going pretty good. I think they're going to start milling in the morning and paving by the end of the week. So,
Loads of millions would be 30.
30 loads?
You told me 15, then I'm sorry, I'm wrong.
Well, that's fine.
Wow.
Well, give him a place to put it.
Finance.
Yeah.
I have millions running out of your ears.
I'll take it.
House, the road funding, House Enrollment Act 1461. So basically what this is going to do is offer us another way to get some money. Actually, it's going to be a lane mile distribution. This is the community crossings grant would be affected by a lane mile distribution by however much they would distribute to us. So if we sign up for that lane, I'm gonna get with Lee. We'll check it out because we may have to impose a wheel tax. It may be one of the guidelines to it. But if we apply for a lane mile distribution, that means they would give us more money into our MVH fund to do the streets as we go throughout the year instead of, taking what we get, applying for a grant, and doing it that way. So if we took some to a lane mile distribution, it would affect the amount we get from a grant. So that's House Enrollment Act 1461. Paving in the back parking lot here, Brad made a reasonable attempt to contact several people, and we even met with one guy over here, two guys over here, and there's nobody give us a price. So I think we're going to try again. There was another guy we can get a hold of, Stubbs, and we'll try that. Maybe we can get something whereby next meeting. The basketball court, we did get a price to fix that around the basketball court. Doing with the asphalt, he said it would be very hard. It probably wouldn't look like we wanted it to look. So we got a price from Caleb to do the basketball court. It was about $14,000. And to take out that gravel all the way around the basketball court at the fence and replace it with concrete. So I don't have that exact quote.
We could still have the gravel for the parking. It's just up around the court it would be concrete.
Yeah. Throw all the rocks, keep throwing the rocks up onto the
and then we could see how that would
I
go.
think we should look at a few more options before you spend that type of money on it. That's just my opinion. I think there's something else we could do. I just don't know what.
What options are there?
I don't know. Just a lot of money.
Take it out, play grass, and yeah. But it's a lot of work, to dig all that stone out of there. And the concrete.
But I think your cheapest bet. I mean,
Or we can-
getting a lot of quotes from with other people, and he's beat from my thousands.
Oh, yeah, yeah, we got a few of those quotes, and we'll get to those in a minute. And we can wait, just table that for a little bit, we'll look at these quotes, and then we'll get back to that, because
So I'm not saying that, I'm not trying to tell you.
we may be able to.
We do need to do something over there with that.
Yeah, it's
stuff.
just always rocks every time you go over there to play ball.
You can't go over there and play without,
If you want to do that,
Without
if you
sweeping
want to,
but
Yeah, I think he may have offered us a deal.
he said if he gives us, we get the other stuff, he'd probably give me a better deal on that.
Yeah, yeah.
There's
Which,
a lot more stuff that we've been walking through, Joe can explain.
yeah, we'll get into that in a minute. And then
okay.
power at the basketball court, I don't think we've heard anything yet back to live wire on that, so we'll just wait and see what we hear. The shelter house, you guys got a little packet of these shelter houses. Did everybody have a chance to look through these really good, and maybe consider what one we would like if we did build one down there? I know there was quite a few prices here on these shelter houses. Looks like I got a copy of the second page here. Nice, huh? I know the one on the top right there is more like a pavilion style. Those were a little bit cheaper, starting about 35, up to 35, wasn't it? And this one here was about 58,000, I think was the one price. This one was about 58. And then the other price on that one was similar to it, 77, I believe. And it was, these were for 20 by 36. And you get into these, they're all cheaper, they're 30 to 35,000. And basically, that's kind of what we got, except it doesn't have the entry table. You know,
What kind of look are you guys want? Because like I was looking at this one here, like this just kind of looks like a simple park, kind of, doesn't it? And then this one here, I mean, it's nice, it's fancy. I don't know if we want to go that fancy. And then that other one, it would keep birds out.
like
These would keep the birds out, but they're still going to get on your picnic tables and,
Is this,
it's a lot of labor in this.
the price is,
That's just for the material.
Yeah.
We got to put it together.
There's a lot of labor in this, because this had, you got to put all the ceiling in there.
Well, that's going to be on all of them.
Oh, even this one here?
Yeah, all of them
Show
got
this one.
exposed deck.
Huh? Oh, I'll show
All of them
you.
got exposed deck. Now,
Not that I like it the
all of them have
best.
that tiny
I just
groove,
think it's
two-bay roof. To me, it's kind of a toss-up. I kind of like the pavilion because the birds can't get in there. And I like the rustic style, too, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. What do you guys
That's-
think?
That's what we used to have here.
If we make a decision, we can get it going.
Not like this.
oh, brown, she wants the gloves, oh, brown, what was the other?
Yeah,
That one's kind of like that, too.
yeah.
Kind of like what we used to have.
So, you can add to this price, cost of the concrete. So
Yeah.
That could be 20,000 if we wanted it stamped, about 10,000 if we didn't want it stamped.
What were we looking at, like, for an overall budget, like, to complete the whole project? Maybe even, get a grill at the back of it, like,
Okay, that's a good question. I know we had around 30-some thousand we put in there for that, for the snake, yeah.
215,000, I believe.
That's right, 215,000 for other improvements,
Yeah.
other capital.
and
So we got
And for capital improvements, the only other thing we might be using some of that for maybe is like,
Sidewalks.
yeah, some sidewalks.
Maybe do some sidewalks. Do you guys want to build a shelter house down there?
Yeah.
I think it'd be great.
I don't have a problem with that.
Would
Building
you,
one.
are you inclined to build
How about
this, the timber frame style? Or take off this dormer? You know, it's about probably, you're talking probably additional 13,000 for that, for this dormer kit,
Yeah.
you know, roughly.
Well, I don't know if they can get on the ceiling, just really in the trusses here.
Yeah, we can have something like
But-
this.
I'm not so picky of what goes down there, I guess.
Yeah.
As long as it has shade.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, it's nice if it's got a little bit of a face on it, just 'cause we could turn it towards the parking lot, look good. We're gonna bring in hopefully a little handicap accessible ramp
Yeah.
into there. And just saying, in the future, we could end up putting restrooms up on that upper
Right.
part there. So that's something to think about with the style that we get, because we did that, we'd probably do those restrooms on the back side where the field is.
I got some water set up.
On the other side of the trail.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter to me.
I like this. Really good.
I like that. I mean,
Yeah.
it looks good.
I say, it's the one by the pool.
I like that, but it's another one.
And then-
Experience there.
Yeah, there's
Very
another.
similar.
The only difference in that other one, I think it was quite a bit more money. It was from a different company. Yeah. It was another 20,000.
But I think the trusses and stuff were a lot alike, weren't they?
Yeah.
Everything,
This is one.
yeah,
Yeah,
it
they
is. It is basically.
Basically the same one, it's from a different company, and it's about another $20,000.
It's on there.
So,
But do you guys think that a 20 by 36 is large enough for up there? What do you think?
That's what on concrete is a 30 by 46, right?
yeah, that's because it's got a sidewalk around it, on the outside edge of it, and then you got the pad that it sits on.
So you like that one without,
You like that one without that?
is that what you said?
No, she's asking you with that.
Yeah, I like it with that.
Without that?
No,
With it.
Oh, with it?
Yeah,
Said if you did.
yeah, that kit goes about 13,000 for that dormer, right there coming out. The other one's about 45 without the dormer, then you put the dormer in,
So that's what the difference.
yeah,
But it looks good.
Yeah, it does.
it doesn't.
I don't know, I mean, how many picnic tables can you get on?
Right.
20 by 36, I think, 3 or 4,
Comfortable?
something. They kind of long way, 36 feet long. The picnic table's about 6 feet, 4 of them.
That's what,
Do you think that size is sufficient, or do you think? I think it'd be all right.
This one's 58.
Yeah. That one was 70 something.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, that was 58.
Yeah, that one is
Yeah, that's for the kid. All kinds cut and ready, and we just got to assemble.
Put together.
Look at Brad.
Brian pretty much does it all in house.
Brian can help.
More.
No, I mean,
I'm fine with that size, and that one too. Whatever the,
okay,
We could have a community build day.
right,
like I said, I'm not super.
we could do.
Mm-hmm. Like with Habitat.
So,
Yeah.
you guys want to make a motion to approve this one?
Yeah.
And, with it, we might as well go ahead and figure on doing the concrete with it. So because we'll have to do it before we build it.
Yeah.
So, do you want to put stamped concrete inside the shelter with a sidewalk around, or you just want to do just regular concrete the whole thing?
I would regular.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, I would think.
I did about an additional 10,000.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we would just approve a budget, maybe $70,000 for the shelter house. And, that'll cover any additional bolts and, we're going to have to thicken the slab in a few
Yeah.
places where the bolts set.
Sure.
There's
some additional.
there's always additional
Always.
cost.
There's always,
Always.
redo a project.
Okay.
So does that mean I need to clear out the garden? Know where this is going?
No.
It's going up in the trail by the playground. But on that end of it,
In between the slab with
it goes.
with the grill over there, and then the trail, kind of there on that little knoll right there.
We'll just paint it out and show us.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. Anybody want to make a motion?
I don't
That is
remember.
called the Hemlock.
I don't know.
It does got the name, Sharon. I'll give it to you.
It may be a year, isn't it?
It is a 20 by 36 rustic eastern hemlock, Grand Bay, Vermont.
Oh. Okay.
Right there.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so I think Stacy was you going to make a motion?
Approve the shelter house for up to 70,000.
Oh, yes, I'll make a motion.
I'll second it.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Right. Try to get that ball rolling, you know how. Okay. It takes a minute. Okay. Paperwork submitted to the SRF for the remaining funds on the past project for the meters. We did that. That was at almost $8,700 to get some on the meters. We've done that. Ratified the purchase of the flags. These are the flags we bought last month and got an okay to buy last month of $1,612.98. Anybody want to make a motion to approve that, ratify that?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And approve, ratify the purchase of the roller, which, that roller's a nice roller, ain't it, Brad? Does a really good job.
Tonight.
Yeah, so I think
Function right.
we got a good deal on that roller. So anybody want to make a motion to approve that?
I'll make a motion, we approve that.
I'll second that.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Now the sidewalk bids. Let me find it. Give me a second.
All this is stuff we covered. Yeah, we covered all that, I think. I'll put it under there for you.
Okay. Bids. Okay, hold on. I got him here somewhere. Hold on, I got him. There's 1, 2, 3. All right, we'll start with Caleb Baker, and here's Caleb's price. Now, this price is for, he's got it broke down here by the sidewalk that he's doing. Dale, here's Dale's concrete. They just give us a lump sum bid. And this is Johnson Built Concrete. They broke it down a little bit, but it's still just, I'm just working the sidewalk.
It's all the same footage.
Yeah, it's all the same footage. Now this will come out of the $250,000. We do. These are the worst sidewalks in town, or the worst streets in need of repair for sidewalks. There's still other areas of sidewalks that need repaired, but
It's very expensive.
this is worst first.
Let me see those too, Joe. I might get to see them.
May I ask a question?
Excuse me?
May I ask a question?
Yeah, we usually wait till the end, but go ahead.
Uh,
You, are you guys what sidewalks we're looking at,
Yeah.
grading and repairing?
Yeah, if we approve it, we will.
Where are you looking at?
On Church Street? But the Church Street, there's non-existing sidewalks there, and just even by the Mexican, just, going into Nashville. And there's
That's all high, that's all state.
the one going into Nashville. Okay.
Yeah.
So that,
And there's a project upcoming, I don't know how much of that is they're gonna do sidewalk improvement, but I believe on the east side of going south right there, that on the east side, I think they're gonna be doing some sidewalk work right there.
Okay.
That's in 27, the state's fixing it.
okay, so 6,225 feet,
Square feet.
square feet.
Yeah. It's about, that's 1,135. About 1,700 lineal feet.
Yeah, there's
So a little over a quarter mile.
pretty much two roads that don't look a lot better. So
Yeah.
people ask me, say, two roads.
And some of Elm Street right here is in Morton Street. Yeah, he's got it right there.
Yeah, it's right there in Morgantown.
Yeah.
So what are we looking
Highland
at?
Street.
As far as amounts,
Yeah.
Caleb and this, okay.
That's what me tearing out, us tearing out.
That's us tearing out,
So,
providing some rock.
They form it.
They form it.
Over it and.
But we gotta buy the rock.
Yeah, it's only gonna be about two.
Okay.
It's not gonna be a lot there, because they already have a pad there.
Yeah.
So, I think I calculated 3 loads of it.
Yeah, I mean, I think we need to take care of some of these sidewalks, and they are like the worst. Or are some of them even non-existing?
Yeah, some places, well, there is quite a bit on Highland that's non-existent. There's quite a bit over here on Morton that's non-existent.
Well, what I can do is improve them, if you guys walk through and see something you want, you have to footage.
Yeah.
Pay and approve for the footage.
Right.
So if we want to switch it, you can switch.
And there's a couple other, and this is gonna help with drainage too,
Yes.
in several of these areas, especially over on Highland Street, because a lot of that water coming down Highland just travels right over to Cahill.
We've got, I know on Morton Street, on one side, there's no sidewalks in portions, and
There
it
used
just,
to be.
and it just puddles all up right
Yeah.
there, and actually comes back and washes up on the existing sidewalk, and then that turns green and slick, and,
It'd be awesome, if there's more money, if there's more budget in there, we could just keep it here. If you guys see something to do, we still have more of the budget. but
Right.
We could just keep it rolling.
Yeah.
Something you guys- Because he's definitely the cheapest out.
Yeah.
So I never bring the fourth one like.
One street and one street.
Anybody?
Yeah, I don't have a problem with doing that, and
so what are you saying, Brad? If we go with Caleb's price, because it's obviously the lowest.
I'm saying these here, if you guys we just throw it on. If you guys approve.
Right, more,
The funds,
right,
we see some drops, we got it rolling. No one can keep them.
okay.
But he wants me to give him about a street at a time. So he wants me to go,
Yeah.
the street open, get it, he'll come in and get it prepped.
yeah.
Yeah, that's the best way to do it, just get the street done.
Yeah.
So are we ready to start this? Are we ready to
Well,
make a
we are
motion on it?
ready
And
to start. I mean, he's ready to go in about a week or so.
2 weeks out?
Get me next week to start prepping.
So that'd be before the next meeting? Well, I'll make a motion that we accept the bid for
From Caleb Baker.
Caleb Baker.
She's got the amount right there, let's go ahead and put that.
Let me get the amount, Sharon. $45,221.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
He does.
Now, bring this back
Okay,
to the
that's fine.
park. You know, Caleb gave us the price on the park too, so, you know, if you guys want to just table that till next month, we'll get a better bid, you know, what do you want to
Did
do?
we approve that already?
Not the park, that was $14,000, at the ballpark, the basketball park.
Want to approve that? I'll get it cheaper since we can.
If he does both of them.
If you guys want to do the park, the basketball, I call say, hey, we could do this. Okay.
If we get it done, we got some summer
It'll
left.
be separate though. For the, well, we do gotta do some,
Yeah, that's already paid for.
And that's already paid for.
Park.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's in the park
and
fund.
maybe we can get Caleb to help us with that
Yeah.
while we're down there.
So, but if we have him, if we go ahead and get it done around the basketball court while he's doing the other, he's right here in town and we're on his schedule and we get it done.
Might as well mobilize them here and do it. Yes. So I think I can 14 better.
I mean, I'll make a motion that we approve up to the 14,000 to do around the basketball court if you guys want.
I'll second that.
Okay, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Well, I'll have to find that quote, but it's right around 14125 or something like that. It was like,
I'll get it all put it out, give it to Sherry.
all right,
Okay.
Before we start.
Okay.
okay.
So I need to get 3 loads of 53s. That'll be approved. Maybe 4 licenses for doing. But-
Yeah,
And I also need to rent attachment benefits about a week. Also, that's the bill. That's all asphalt. That's all concrete on the side.
right.
Okay. So, I mean, I guess we could just make a motion to approve what we're going to need for rental equipment for DPW and the gravel that they're going to need, necessary
Two,
things they're going to need to get this done.
yeah.
Okay, I'll make a motion, we do that.
I'll second it.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Right, let's go to new business. Reed and Sons pay application number 13. Is what I got here? Yep, okay. They're pretty well done, ain't they, Brad? Except for a few small connections and a little bit of, yard work and some small things.
I talked to them this morning, they said that they should be finished up by the end of this week or beginning of next week, starting on phase, I guess I call it phase, the other, so yeah, pretty much there.
All right,
They
well,
said that'd be September.
yeah,
So I also want to bring to you guys' attention, if we're going to be doing the, pulling the lines to open dig them, I like to go back to the old four stops, the ones that's there, I like to take them out and put new lines to there. Because if not, we'll be having an abandoned line sitting over here, it's asking to leak. Same what So just take that out, put a new one in, I'll put a new, it's the same. That way we're not gonna be having a leak 5 years down the road of installing. See what I'm saying, Bill?
yeah.
Yeah. Seems.
That means I'm, if we do that.
Where at?
So the new line we're putting in,
Yeah,
we have our new rack put
yeah,
on it, you put your new stuff on. Well, the old line, I don't want to just leave out there and turn off the force stop. I want to actually take the force stop out and use that same one.
yeah. That's what I figured we would do.
Well, there's a, but beside it, just band with that, I'd rather shut.
Is that
the
what they
line.
priced it to go beside it?
Yeah, but it's not gonna be no extra. It's gonna be the same.
Right,
I just told them I'll shut that line down this time. I'd rather put a new juice hole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't want to sit and have a leak.
Yeah.
People play.
Yeah, that's,
Yeah, and it just makes a weaker pipe right there too.
yeah.
It does. Yeah. Yeah, that's the best thing to do. I think we talked about
Actually, got
that.
no.
Yeah. All right, anybody want to make a motion to approve, pay app for Reed and Sons, pay app 13 for $415,247.17?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second it.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
We got Fleece and Vanderbrink. I know I did. Well, they ain't the same package.
This one?
That's it. That's it, Jeremy. This is for professional services rendered during the period of May 3rd, 2026 to May 30th, 2026. They're asking for $14,200. Anybody want to make a motion to approve the invoice from Lisa Vanderbrink?
I'll make a motion. Mind that you-
I'll second it.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
We also got a change order here. This is change order number 3, and the change order number 3 is for the boring they did up there where Bill Meredith lives. They changed that from a pipe you dig in to bore underneath Bill's driveway and all down through there instead of having to do all the concrete work. And this was treated a change of a cost of $42,769.27. But the savings from not having to do the other work is $28,651.56. So what they're asking for is $14,117.71.
I'll make a motion to approve change order number 3.
I'll second it.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Here's Field. So, you guys got this one for $780. Let's look at it first. So what happened was we found another property that didn't have a lateral hooked up. It was Dixie Steen's old house over here. So Dixie had a third lateral coming out of her home. Looks like it's took 2 of them up. They missed the third one. Well, he recently rented that out, and one of the bathrooms and the sink ain't working because it took to a different lateral. So
Never hooked it all.
Brad and them went in there and fixed it, but we got Piercefield out there and hydro backed it out to get down to it, and that's this one here for $780. Ask the council to approve that one.
I got a quick question. So that house only had 1 bathroom in it.
It's got 2 now.
So did they
That
hook
was part of
the,
the kitchen drain. They tied that into
They
the...
tied the kitchen drain, and I see it. He showed me pictures. So he did tie the bathroom, but there's other stuff that wasn't tied. It's a pipe I tied into.
right.
I thought the same thing. This is a brand new bathroom,
Mm-hmm.
but
Okay. So which one of these invoices is for
That's
that?
for $780.
This is the one we need a motion
Okay.
for.
Yep, that's the one we
I'll
need
make a motion
first.
for Piercefield for $780. Invoice number 1942.
Yep.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Now, we're looking at the other one, and this is over on Pine Street, the storm drain. And And I'm just gonna give this a name as the Larry Lloyd debacle over there. Everybody knows about it. Yeah. So
Larry,
we
this
finally
one's for
solved
you.
the problem over there. What it was, and it took a little bit of looking on the drawings, and we finally found it, that disguised in the bottom of the hole, as the bottom of the hole was a big plug plugging up one of the lines. So we removed that plug, and everything's working fine. But Piercefield made several trips over there. Several trips. And spent several hours over there trying to jet all this stuff out. And when we finally found the problem and fixed it, that's been just several minutes.
I've checked that
work.
Everything was good.
So we'd ask the council to approve the $1,890 total for all the work we had to do over there to get that line cleared out.
And the same night, Joe and the other guy that was like working on this, they came to the same conclusion. And they
Yeah.
met at the job site that morning, and that guy said it, and Joe had already said it, and so they came to the same thing. But it's fixed, so,
It's fixed now.
and hopefully that's gonna help a lot over in that area.
Good.
So do we need to,
We need to make a motion to approve that.
I'll make a motion.
$1,800.
and $90.
$90.
I'll make a motion, we approve that.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right, let's look at the minutes. Everybody's had a chance to read the minutes, haven't
Mm-hmm.
they? No, I didn't have no problems with the minutes in the previous meeting. Anybody would like to make a motion to approve these minutes?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes of the meeting of June 6th, or June 8th.
I'll second it.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right, we'll be able to get a copy of those over to Alan at the bank. And that should move that little project forward. Hopefully we can get that done before winter. All right, we got the claims. What does it keep going, things on time? Oh. Anybody want to make a motion to approve the claims docket dated 13th of July, 2026?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Payroll, balance docket. Anybody want to make a motion to approve it? That's dated 13th of July, 2026.
I'll make a motion, we approve that.
I'll second.
All in favor?
All right.
We got to vote on that.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
So, the bank reconciliation, we don't have that. We will maybe have that next month. Did get a fund report. Everybody get a fund report, Karen?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Park report, Jewel, Brad.
All I got to say is that,
That path down there looks good.
that is nice.
You guys re-rolled that? That thing it's nice.
Oh, yeah, it looks wonderful.
Yeah.
It's packed really hard.
That roller really helped with those big chunks too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then you guys, I guess, negotiated a deal to get a circus in town?
Yep. I'm pulling up the details so we can let everybody know.
I'm not shocked. I bought the service.
You did, Brad. That's awesome. So that's going to be down at the park Saturday, July 18th. That's this Saturday at 7 p.m. And then they've got another show on Sunday, July 19th at 2 p.m. And they said the Midway opens 1 hour before each showtime. That's nice. And they're paying the town money.
I remember when I was a kid, we had a circus here in town. Had elephants and everything.
So it's probably been that
How long
long.
ago?
And Joe's old. You're welcome.
All right, let's get into the utility adjustments.
Oh, before we do that, I was on vacation, Brad, when y'all had the park board meeting. Did you guys discuss anything else that,
Not a whole lot, no.
okay,
It was that one,
Community Foundation?
try to get too much in.
Okay. All right.
I kind of hiccuped about the shelter house. I kind of didn't really know where it's going. I kind of said, well, we'll table that, find out more information.
Yeah,
Then we're going to do something. We're going to do a shelter house. No, they could not be work.
yeah.
Got, David and Poppy Miller on Sycamore Street, had a leak under the house. And they're asking for a total credit of $362.82, $138.26 to the water, $224.56 to the sewer credit. Total of $362.82. And
I make a motion, we approve that.
Yep.
Let's go over that.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
We
got two more.
Yeah, we got two more. Let's do, you got Hannah Baird right there?
Yeah.
Let's do Hannah Baird. Had an outdoor water line that busted.
Yeah, I'll make a motion, we approve $474.20, credit.
I'll second that.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Oh,
Chad Walker.
Chad Walker. Had a leak in his basement.
I'll make a motion, we approve $149.68, credit for Chad.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And we got John Carpenter. Mr. Carpenter had a leak at 290 Marion Street. This is a little bit different.
Yeah, I did a lot of research on this, and I called Becky today and talked to Becky about this.
Tell us about it.
So, first of all, Mr. Carpenter had this in his name, and he had a tenant in the house for quite a while. Tenant would come in, pay the water bill, sewer bill. The house went on the market for sale, and obviously the tenant quit paying. I just happen to know the tenant, and I know the date that he moved out. So he moved out on February 15th. So he used water up to the 15th. So the last billing cycle, March the 1st of 2026, it is showing water consumption, but you notice there's no water, there's no money there that's owed. So technically, that would be a minimum water bill and plus some, because it's what we're at 20, it's twice as high, right? And so Becky's got over here for a refund for, he's asking for the $99.81 for the sewer portion, but technically that's, it was water usage. So we can't go back and figure those zeros into the water. And that wasn't a leak anyway.
Right. So
I think at the very least, he should have to pay the $99.81. But as far as the $50 fee for disconnect, $21.44 for late fee, I'm okay with giving him a credit for that.
We can waive those fees. Water usage.
We can't, but there was no, but yeah, and the water's not even on there. So it's zeros. And the system actually, I asked Becky, well, why is that? Like, how many customers might we have that that gets a bill with zero? Because when we check, we're checking to see if they're getting water consumptions on the meter. So it's something that we're gonna have to look at and see if there's a report we could pull where we're getting no charge for the water. So this just happened to put a red flag up. So I mean, my recommendation is that we give him 7144 as a credit.
Are you making a motion?
I'll make a motion that we give him 7144 as a credit.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
7741.
7144.
7144?
7144.
Yeah. That's right. All right. Ryan, what do you got?
I don't have anything.
Okay, that's nice. What you got, Brad?
Must cover it all.
You did it? Okay. We just had a death in the family, so we ain't here this evening. And, so. Anybody got any comment? Okay.
So I live on Park Street. I just want to talk about the street project.
Would you mind grabbing the microphone, please?
So Park Street, we had part of the road repaved,
Right.
and it's only a third of it. So it looks bad. We feel like it's gonna, just break up again. So we wanted to find out what was going on with that. There's plans on paving it fully. It's just getting right.
Well, right now, that's what it's going to get. That's the patch that comes with the project. And then it would be up to the town, and we've graded that street, and I can tell you, it's in better shape now than it was before. And, yeah, so, no, it's still not saying a lot, but it's probably going to be a couple of years before it gets paid. Now, it may get seal coated or slurry coated before it gets paid, which will give it all one color. But it's probably going to be a couple of years.
We would love to do that, so she understands how it's
Yeah.
done.
And the way it's done is we only get so much money we can put into our streets every year. We got two funds we use, it's roads and streets and our MBH restricted. And we try to alternate those every year so we can actually do a project here in town every year. And what we do is usually apply for a community crossings grant, because when we use the grant money, it gives us 5 to 1. So we pay 20%, they pay 80%. And that's what we'll be waiting on for Park Street.
And then with this other that you had talked about, this other street thing, could that possibly bring us more funding so we could do more streets?
Now, I'm going to check into that lane mile distribution.
Maybe
And,
that could help us.
That may, what that'll do is just give us more money throughout the year to do a project.
Right.
But it's not going to allow us to do any more probably than what we're doing now. It's pretty limited. I think this year we did about $333,000 worth of street work. And usually that's about right in where we're going to be. If we get lucky, we could do $500,000, but, and we'd be real lucky.
It just seems odd just to have a third.
Yeah, well, if you notice, a lot of our streets in town are like that.
Yeah.
That we got left with that from the sewer project and
Now the water project.
and now the water project. I know it looks kind of funny right now, but it'll kind of blend in a little bit of time.
I'm not going to see it. I'm looking.
Yeah, it's not necessarily the look, it's just, it's just gonna bring up good.
Yes, we should have.
Yeah, I just drove down through there the other day. It's pretty smooth. Yeah.
Well, it's just
Yeah.
the top is smooth, that part's great, it's just,
The other part.
the look is off too, but the other side's just gonna deteriorate, and we're not gonna
Well, of course,
fix it
yeah.
in 2 years. Like, it's gonna-
Oh, yeah, and we'll be lucky if we can get it in 2 years.
Yeah.
So we got 12 miles of lane mile or 6 miles of center line of road here in town. And if you figure we can do about a half a mile a year if we're lucky. It takes us about 12 years to do all of our streets.
So when we grade them, we
and
take care of the worst.
They almost don't last.
And then we did, she probably don't know this either, so we did just start, doing like our own patching, so the guys are getting hot patches now to do some patching. We bought that big roller for $8,000, and that's gonna help out. And then also, what is that, the seal,
Yeah.
where they'll be able to go and seal these cracks, and that keeps
Yeah,
it
that's
from
gonna help.
breaking open more.
Along the street. But I submitted a 5-year plan to the state, and I do got plans to try to do some kind of micro surface or coats on the road to buy us some more time.
Okay.
So that we can actually, because we're gonna have to buy some time, we don't have the money to fix all the
Yeah.
streets.
And it would look
You know,
great.
and it'll help make them look a little better, plus it'll seal them up and give us a few years to, try to take care of all the streets of town. Because it's,
Yeah. Well, during that project too, we had kind of I think it was a water project, I'm assuming, but our raft got ripped up and
Yeah.
pulled back. And we were kind of waiting. We heard that they were supposed to be
Yeah.
coming and fixing that. I know
Yep.
that my fiance was not a very patient man, and so he has kind of done his own just to get it going, but it still looks really bad. So
Yeah.
finding out when that's actually going to happen too.
Yep. Yes, they are. They're doing restoration now.
Yeah.
But,
Wait. Who? Nope.
yeah, please let us know if it's not repaired to satisfaction,
Yeah.
because, we don't want those issues getting outside and them leaving it.
Okay.
Right, yeah.
How do we get a hold of you?
The town hall.
Just town hall.
Okay.
Call town hall.
Okay. Sounds good. Okay, perfect. Yeah, we did have someone come out to the meter to see if it was leaking, so I thought that was nice. But we just have a pool, so it wasn't leaking.
Oh,
And then I was just going to talk about the sidewalks, which I didn't mean to interrupt earlier, but, I came from, or I can't remember 2 years now, so I've been back and forth, but I'm officially moved in, and the sidewalks are just, you guys talked about, they're just bad. I like to walk my dog, and Church Street, sidewalk is non-existing, it's crumbling, like, I don't feel safe having to walk on it. It's just, so I would love to get that. I don't know how you do approvals, look at it as an option. And then I know that you mentioned the street, or I mentioned it, and there's a State Street, but I do think that the town is still responsible for sidewalks, not necessarily the street. So that's something that we can look into, just because, there's so many people that go through in Nashville and giving, the
Yeah.
town, we have a sidewalk, and
Yeah, well, and those particular sidewalks are in the state easement, so those sidewalks belong to the state.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. Okay, he just sent me something saying that the sidewalks are supposed to be, responsible for the town.
On the town right of ways,
Yeah.
but on the state right of ways,
And on the town right.
on the town streets, yeah,
Yeah.
we're responsible.
But down 130.
But down the state highways, it's a state's highway, right?
Other than, we have all these sidewalks except for 3. Right in front of our house. Yeah, so.
It's naturally one my project. So we hire to do a job. It's just do exactly what we
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they won't replace, you guys.
Joe, look at it.
Let's see that.
Yeah, well, everything got replaced, the sidewalk,
Oh.
for 3.
Yeah, it's just discolored, but the sidewalks is good shape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, she just said.
Oh, just the
they
chip
did
in
on
the curb.
both sides.
Yeah.
They did on both sides and then left 3 undone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, and then this is the road, it just, the lines in the middle.
Yeah.
It just,
Yeah.
that's part of it,
And
but
that
you know
line
what?
down the middle-
That street's in good shape.
And the line down the middle is,
Even with that line down the middle, that street's in good shape.
and yeah.
Yeah, they'll have to fix that.
just make sure they do.
That's
Let Becky know. Yeah.
So glad to come up here.
Yeah.
Just call,
Yeah.
yeah, just
or
call.
and talk to Becky. She,
Give them your address and tell them what your complaint is.
Gave me a report too.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. Oops. I appreciate it.
All right, thank you. We do got one more thing here, and this is an extra for the sidewalk along Church Street where they had to blend the owner back into the new sidewalk. So there's some driveways they had to cut back a little bit and blend that into the new sidewalks, and some walkways coming from people's houses down, as well as some sidewalk that was just left out altogether. So they're asking for $1,997.15. And that's to blend all that extra.
That's chance.
This is Chandler. And right there, it gives you all the little sidewalks you had to do, and the sidewalk you had to add in. And basically, it's cost material, pretty much,
Sharon thinks it was on the claims docket.
This was,
Was it?
then. I don't think so. Fitting that,
Let me see if I can find it. Well,
but this is extra. Yeah,
okay. Well, and I'll make a motion that we approve it.
I'll second.
all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Oh, yeah, it says that it's on the claim side. So you put it on the docket. Okay, I didn't know that. Okay, that's fine. Well, this is that 1890, I'm pretty sure. It says it was with the note there, Sharon. I should have read that first. All right, everybody see the letter Ryan sent to you?
Yeah,
DPW?
that was very nice.
And,
Very nice.
that's for their helping Ryan out with the flat tire while he was engaged in business.
Yeah. And it is nice to have that relationship, I think. Yeah. We've got a lot of good, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I just really feel like we got great employees, and I feel like we have a working council, and I think the town is improving a lot. I think it's great.
How's Ray Lee doing over there with the records?
He's doing great.
He's doing great. You need any more boxes brought down?
She has she is getting binders, and so their binders is the good and upstairs. And she said she's going to be on vacation next week. Then the following week she'll be back. Hopefully to wrap up that over here. And then she's going to be here and going through the records that are in here. And some of them get rid of it, some of them can't. It's all going to be audited. All these are audited. And basically, it's just what's on the schedule, whether or not.
So you brought up the audit. Them guys are pretty well done with the audit now.
They
got
found
a closing
$2
meeting.
and something, I think.
We got a closing meeting on the 15th, I think. And, other than a couple little small things, there's nothing major. But I think. So we'll see how it goes here in a couple of days. We'll go through that. Everybody get a report, just like we did last time. I think the worst part of the audit is the cost. it's literally gonna cost us $70,000.
Yeah.
You know, we don't put that in the budget, pay that kind of
No,
audit.
because we didn't know that we were going to have it.
They'll take it out of your property tax.
Yeah, yeah.
But they'll take it out in December.
So they charge the people with a special tax, an additional tax.
No, it's not an additional.
It's,
It will come out of what you was going to get.
now, whatever, say we want to get 100,000 and they charge 71, then
It would
you're
just-
only going to get the rest
Yeah.
of the left.
Mm-hmm.
And we have to live on that until June
Yeah,
of 2027.
it
That's,
hurts.
but that's why we've got 862,000 in our general fund check.
To cover stuff like that.
Yeah, we've got more than
Yeah.
more than now 2 years of money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Good. That's good.
I wanted to ask Sharon something too about, because you oversee Becky and you've been in the office for a long time. What are your thoughts between Metron and Neptune?
Well, I had the same concerns as Becky.
Okay.
They're not local. And she's having to do all this, stuff, and no changes to the system, and I'm not really for sure what she's doing. But things are going to have to be changed, things like this. I wondered about what he's going to think about this too. I mean, we've got Neptune, we've got Keystone, and they all have to work together.
Mm-hmm.
And I will say, the whole time that I've been in this position, they have always come when you need them, like in the office there. If something is messed up, we call Stephanie or Ben, and they get on the phone and they get it fixed.
Okay.
And, I hate to, I just don't feel comfortable with that business
Okay.
personally.
You
Thanks,
guys want to
Sharon.
go ahead and set a date for a special meeting and get together and discuss this?
Yeah.
Just the water meter issue.
Yeah.
What do you think? What's a good time for you guys?
As soon as possible.
Yeah, and
As soon as possible.
just get it done,
Yeah.
yeah. We have to
Got 48
advertise.
hours just to advertise, so what do you think, Friday? You guys want to do it Friday afternoon? Is that a good day, or?
It'll have to be the evening time with me, but
So,
you guys,
You want 7 o'clock? 6 or 7 o'clock?
6 will be fine.
6 o'clock Friday? Yeah, no.
We'll be all right.
So 6 o'clock Friday?
Huh?
6 o'clock Friday?
6 o'clock Friday?
Let's do it.
All right, we'll give Lee and prepare an advertisement for a special meeting, 6 o'clock Friday. We'll be discussing the water meter upgrade and any additional information that may come before us.
Right.
We also need to be thinking about the budget and.
Yeah,
And.
budget time.
It is budget time.
It's working on it, the auditors are finished, but I wonder, most of it I do, because I know how much the bills were last year. But I need to know about cost of living rate
All that.
and all that. That's my main thing, that I need to know how to feel and what you want to do.
Mhm.
And I
the
don't know
part,
if that's something that we could make a decision on, that special meeting or not, and then we could just go ahead and
sure.
do the other stuff, and I could present it then at the August meeting and the September meeting.
Okay.
But I just kind of need to know what we want to do.
Okay. Well, we'll put that on there too. We'll discuss that at the special meeting.
Okay.
Is that okay with you
be
guys?
thinking about it, and,
And wasn't there an employee that we needed to
Well,
discuss.
when's Caleb's 90 days up? He's about halfway through there. Yeah. We'll talk about it then.
Doing all right.
Yeah. Yeah, he's doing really good. He's good working. Yeah. All right, I think that's it. Anybody got anything else? All right, we just got some papers to sign, right, Sharon? All right, meeting's adjourned.